Right. Good afternoon. So we finished email part, email section. In the last class, we studied the most important parts, those composing email, especially when we send or when we attach emails. We make copies, right? So copies can be attached. So you know how to attach copies. There are two ways, carbon copy as well as blind carbon copy. I explained the difference between these two. Okay. So we also did an example or exercise in the last class, but I want one or two other exercises because you need practice, especially in those areas, carbon copy and blind carbon copy. Okay. So let me take one or two examples from past paper. Thereafter, we can go to the other section. Right. Okay. Look at this question. Consider the following figure showing a mail sent to Pial, Najima, Tony, Kamala, and Asri by the secretary of chess club of a school. Okay, so this mail has been sent to how many people? 5 people, right? Pial, Najima, Tony, Kamala, and Asri by the secretary of chess club in a school, right? So this interface may not be clear, but I hope that you can read the text. See, in the two section, there are two emails given, pial@onemail.com and najima@gmail.com. These two email addresses are given in two, okay? In CC, again, you have two emails. This time, meena@yahoo.com, tony@gmail.com. These two email addresses are given in CC. In BCC also you have two. You have two. Kamala@slt.lk, asri@hotmail.com. So altogether 6 people will receive the email, but 2 of them are given in two. Another 2 are given in CC. We have another 2 students, 2 people in BCC. Who has been the sender? Secretary chess club. The email address is secretarychess@gmail.com. Okay, this is the email address of the sender. Okay, that things are there. Okay, let's. This is the subject, right? Monthly meeting of the chess club. This is the subject, and this is the content, right? This is the message. Okay, straight away come to the question, right? This is very simple. Assuming that the mail was received by the recipients in the list. Okay, so they all received the email. Write down whether the following statements are true or false. Okay, so I will ask someone, right? So please listen to me and find the answer. I give some time for finding the answer. After that, I will ask. Okay, so remember the interface. In 2, Pial, Najima. In CC, Meena, Tony. In BCC, Kamala, Asri. Okay, so look at the first question. Okay, better I reduce the size, right? Zoom size. Okay, hope you can see that. Right, look here. Kamala sees that the mail was also sent to Asri. Kamala sees that the mail was also sent to Asri. Okay, true or false? I will ask someone. Rushot.
Yes, sir. True.
True, right?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Sivadarshan.
Yes.
Kajanan is 113. Tell me true or false. Don't say yes or no, right? True or false?
False.
False. Hamshana 34. Hamshana.
True.
True. Sharuja number 37.
False.
False. Ashwini J number 38.
False.
False. Okay, look here. See, there cannot be any doubt or any confusion at all. You must be very clear. Look here. Look at the statement. Kamala sees, right? Kamala sees that the mail was also sent to Asri. So here the thing is, Kamala is not a matter, right? You have to pick the receiver name. Who is the receiver? Asri, right? In this statement, the receiver is Asri. Kamala sees that the mail was also sent to Asri. So they talk about Asri, not about Kamala. Kamala or maybe anybody, X or Y or anybody. So keep an eye on Asri. Look, it's very simple fact. If Asri's address in CC or 2, okay, I repeat it. If Asri's email address are given in 2 or CC, definitely everyone can see, including Kamala, right? Anybody can see. Suppose if Asri address is given in BCC, nobody can see that. Okay, if Asri's address is given in BCC, nobody can see that, right? Except Asri and the sender. Sender can sender knows, right? And also Asri knows that he himself or herself get the mail. So look at the interface again. Where is that person's address? It is in BCC. Look here. Asri@hotmail.com. So since Asri's email address is given in BCC, nobody knows about this message. Nobody knows that the Asri has received, right? How can Kamala knows? Right? Definitely is not. So first one is false because the statement tells us that Kamala sees. Kamala never sees that, right? So that is false. Okay, if you have any doubt, please ask me. This is very important. You must understand everything. So this is false. Right. Next one, second. Meena sees that the mail was also sent to Pial and Asri. Meena sees that the mail was also sent to Pial and Asri. Arabi number 41.
False.
False. Ladushan 115.
True, sir.
True. Tasalojidan 110.
False.
False. Please speak loudly, right? I have to find your answer correctly. Niruttihan 122.
False.
False. Ilakian 127. Ilakian P 127.
False.
False. Aksha R 43.
False.
Okay, let's check it. Meena sees that the mail was also sent to Pial and Asri. So Meena is not a matter here. Okay, it can be anybody. So you have to check the receiver. So here, this mail is sent to these two people, right? Pial and Asri. So we have to identify the fields in which Pial's address and Asri address are given. So where is Pial? Where is it? It is in 2. Okay, Pial address is given in 2 section. Look, if an email address is given in 2, definitely everyone knows. So definitely Meena knows that the mail was sent to Pial. But look at that second person here, 2 persons address are given, right? Look at the second person, Asri. So we already discussed about Asri, right? So her address or his address is given in BCC. So since it is in BCC, nobody knows. So Meena never knows about that mail sent to Asri. So now, even though the PL, in PL's case, it's okay, it's true, but in Asri's case, it's false, right? So you have to say that the statement is false, okay? Because according to the statement, Meena knows that the mail was sent to both people. Yes, Meena knows that the mail was sent to PL, but not Asri. So entirely that decision is, that statement is incorrect, okay? Next one. Okay, look at the C. Tony sees that the mail was also sent to Meena. Tony sees that the mail was also sent to Meena. I will ask, look. Shagana, number 7.
Yes, sir.
What's the answer?
True.
True. Bavasaini.
True.
True. Lojidan.
True.
Lojidan.
True, sir.
Sri Vashini, number 29. Sri Vashini.
True, sir.
Right, look, Tony sees that the mail was also sent to Meena. I hope that you got the idea now, right? You have the approach now. So don't worry about Tony. It can be anyone. So you have to look at that particular person to whom the mail is sent, right? So here Meena. So where is Meena? Look here, Meena is in CC. So anybody's address given in CC is visible to all the receivers. So since Meena's address is given in CCC, everybody knows, right? Including Tony, Pial, Najima, Kamala, Asri, all know that the copy is sent to Meena. So that is correct. So Tony also himself sees, right? So that is correct. Last one. Pial sees that the mail was also sent to Najima. Pial sees that the mail was also sent to Najima. Dania, number 30. Number 30, Dania is
Sir, true.
true. Vaishnavi K, number 45.
True, sir.
True. True. Number 46, Sanjiga.
True, sir.
True. Number 133, Denu Harshan.
True.
Denu Harshan.
Sir, true.
Kenoshan.
True, sir.
Right, look. What is the statement? Pial sees that the mail was also sent to Najima. So focus on Najima, not on Pial, right? Najima. So where is she? She is in 2, right? Najima's address is given in 2. So since it is in 2, everyone knows. Okay. So to answer such question, I already told you, right? To answer such question, you have to remember that one important point. What is it? If an email address is given in 2 field or CC field, everybody knows that the mail was sent to that person. If an email address is given in BCC, nobody knows, right? Nobody knows that the mail is sent to that person. That is a very simple summary. Okay. Okay. Before I start the today's lesson, I just want to take 1 or 2 other questions, simple MCQ questions, right? These are past paper questions. All of them are past paper questions. We can practice the other questions later, right? When we start past paper, I can do that. But now I just want to do that because now only you studied about these things. So you have to understand everything. Right, look here, look at this one. Okay, I give some time for read and understand the question. Right, better I hide myself. Right, look here. Amal sent an email to Meena and copied the same mail to Nasir using CC. Amal also sent a copy to Rachel using BCC. Which of the following is correct regarding to this scenario? I read it again. Amal sent an email to Meena. So who is the sender? Amal, right? Sent an email to Meena and copied the same mail to Nasir using CC. Okay, so what about Meena? Definitely Meena should be the receiver. Her address is given in 2, right? Her address is given in 2. That's why this statement is written. Amal sent an email to Meena, which means Meena's address is given in 2. And copied the same mail to Nasir using CC. So Nasir address is given in CC. Amal also sent a copy to Rachel using BCC. So this Rachel's address is given in BCC. Okay. So here 3 receivers. One is given in 2. Another one is given in CC. The last one given in BCC. Which of the following is correct with regard to this scenario? I give a minute, right? Find the answer.
Sir, second answer.
Second answer. Okay, let's discuss. Find the answer.
Fourth answer.
Anybody, what is the answer? Is it correct second answer or do you have any other answers?
The fourth answer.
Fourth answer. Check every option carefully and tell me the answer.
Second.
Second one.
Second one.
Second one.
Is it second one or fourth one?
Second one.
Okay, let's discuss. Listen to me. So in this case, you know this, right? This is, assume this is 2. Okay, 2. Then CC there. I just want to draw the interface in order to demonstrate, right? But these things are not important. You can find the answer in your mind. Then BCC. Okay, BCC. Okay, so we already discussed that Meena's address is given, right? Meena's address is given in 2, right? Here, Meena. This is Meena. Inside of CC, who is it? Nasir, right? Nasir. This is Nasir. Okay, this is Nasir. And Rushel address is given in BCC. This is Rushel. Okay, Rushel. Right. Let's take the first statement. Email received by Nasir does not display Amal as the sender of the email. I think I explained this earlier. Nobody can hide the sender, right? Sender's address is shown to all the receivers. Doesn't matter the receiver is BCC or CC or 2O, they all know that the sender's address, right? So here, email received by Nasir does not display Amal as the sender. No, right? Definitely displays. So first one is false. Okay, let's go to the third one. I will come to the second one later because most of you mentioned that second is the answer. So let's go to the third one. Email received by Meena does not display Amal as the sender. Here also it's false, right? Because you cannot hide the Amal at the sender's address. Okay, that is also false. Email received by Meena does not display Nasir as another recipient of the email. Where is Nasir? Nasir in CC, right? Nasir in CC. So since Nasir is in CC, everyone knows that Nasir gets the copy. So how can you say that email received by Meena does not display Nasir as another recipient? Meena definitely knows. Why? Not only Meena, even Rachel also knows. Because Nasir here in the last statement, again and again I tell you, you must have the approach, right? In the last statement, you don't need to worry about Meena, right? You have to focus on Nasir. Where is Nasir address? It is in CC. That's enough to get the answer. It may be any person, Meena or X or Y or anyone, right? You have to keep an eye on Nasir. So since Nasir is given in CC, everyone knows, right? So last answer also incorrect. So let's check the second one. Email received by Nasir does not display Rachel as another recipient of the email. So where is that person? Where is Rachel? He is in BCC. So since he is in BCC, nobody knows that he got the copy, including Nasir, right? So definitely this is the answer. Okay, even Meena doesn't know that the Rachel get the copy, right? So yes, second answer is the correct answer. If you have any doubt, you can ask me, right? You can discuss. Because here in this, particularly in this CC, BCC2, you cannot have any doubt. Even if you have a small doubt, that may be a big problem. You cannot find the answer correctly. So if you have any problem, any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, I will do one more question before we go to the today's lessons, right? I have another one. Okay, look here. Right, look. Consider the following segment of email sent to Ajit and 3 others. Okay, that interface is given. If you send the email to ajit@doe.lk as given above, who are the recipients that Ajit will see as having received this email? I repeat it. If you send the email to Ajit, okay, you are the sender, right? Assume that you are the sender. You have sent that to Ajit. Who are the recipients that Ajit will see as having received this email? Okay, so Ajit, who are the receivers will as Ajit see as the recipients of the mail? Find the answer.
Second one.
Second answer.
Second answer.
Second answer.
I give a minute, right? Everyone has to practice. Okay, look, so does anyone have any other options? Different answers? No? So all of your choice is second, right? Okay, let's discuss. So hope everyone understood the question. So see, look at that. Who are the recipients that Ajit will see as having received this email? Okay, so here also the thing is not Ajit. Okay, it can be any person. So look here, you have to check. So Ajit will see as having received the email. Look at Rizvi at nie.lk. So the message about Rizvi received the copy will be shown to all the receivers, including Ajit. So Ajit knows that Rizvi got the mail, got the copy. So that is the first person, right? Rizvi. Definitely Kumar also same, because his address also given in CC. So Ajit knows that the Kumar has received a copy of the mail. So now Ajit knows 2 people, right? Look here, Frank at nie.lk. His address is given in BCC. So since it is in BCC, nobody knows. Definitely Ajit doesn't know. Okay. So Ajit knows only 2 people will get the copy or will get the mail, Rizvi and Kumar. So find out the answer. Look here, there are no options which have that idea, right? Does it have any similar one? No, right? Only Ajit, no, that first one is wrong. Rizvi, Kumar, see, nothing is there. But definitely, you know, Ajit itself, right? Sorry, first one, only Ajit, okay, that's not right. But look here, if I am the receiver, if I am the Ajit, listen to me. If I am the Ajit, definitely I know that myself is the receiver. Because when I open the mail, it shows me that my address is written against 2. So I find myself as the receiver. So having said that, the Ajit.doe.lk is the receiver, it's correct. Ajit knows that himself is a receiver, right? So that is correct. So now Ajit knows that the mail is sent to 3 people. So himself, Rizvi, Kumar. So what is the answer? Is it second one? Only Ajit, DOE, yes, Rizvi, yes, and Kumar. Second answer is the correct answer. Okay. In the third answer, which is wrong, Frank is there, it is not right. Even in the last answer also, Frank is there, it is not right. So second answer is the correct answer. Okay. Right. So does anyone have any problems in understanding CC, BCC, and 2, particularly the differences between these 3? No, right? Okay, let's go to the remaining sections. Okay, as I told you earlier, we have completed email part as well as internet part. But look, in our syllabus, there should be some new trends added in the same unit. Definitely it is about internet, but I take it as a different thing, because things which we learned about internet were very common, right? And also they are not new. But now we will learn some new things about internet, modern trends, right? So just want to start from some simple applications which are very familiar to us, right? Look here. So starting from instant messaging. Okay. Right, look here. So starting from instant messaging, right? So in short, IM, instant messaging, it's very simple. As I have shown here, instant messaging means, listen to me, instant messaging means sending or receiving short text messages, right, in a very fast manner. So quickly, particularly it is text, right? Not visual or not verbal. Only text message is sent or received using internet. But look at the term instant messaging. So which means the communication is very fast. So I hope that you can understand the thing which I'm talking about. So this is about the modern day communication, right? Viber or WhatsApp, you know, they all are instant messaging. So soon after you send a message to your friend or somebody else, he or she can reply immediately. And also even you can notice that the person who is in the other end is trying to send something. So he or she is typing, even that action also visible to you. You know that, right? So it shows me, or it shows you that the other person is typing something. So that is instant messaging, right? Very quickly, in a very high-speed manner, text messages are shown, are exchanged, right? So this is instant messaging. We use different software for instant messaging, particularly Viber, WhatsApp, Messenger, IMO, even Skype. All these softwares are for instant messaging. Okay. So here we don't take much time because they are very simple. Look here. Exchanging text messages very fast over internet is called instant messaging. So you have to focus on this phrase, right? Exchanging text messages. Various softwares can be used for instant messaging. Okay, so let's take them. I already mentioned, but let's list them. Look here. Instant messaging software. So you have WhatsApp. This is the logo, right? Everyone knows. Viber there. Skype there. This is the logo for Skype. IMO. That is another one. IMO. Messenger is there. This is Messenger. Even Google has its own IM. That's called Google Talk. Even you know Telegram. So we have multiple, right? Multiple instant messaging software. Okay, right. That's the very first thing. Next one. Social media, the next one. You know, these things are not to explain, everyone knows. So social media is nothing, it's a website, right? It's website which is developed for building relationships between people in the society. So now even we will study about social media and its behaviors, maybe the advantages, disadvantages later in in unit number 6. Right, so this may not be the time to discuss its characteristics or advantages and disadvantages. We have to understand that social media is one of the application of internet, and also we should know some examples. Okay, so the initial, purpose for developing social media is building relationship, right? Because now if you take you. Now you are in an age of studying, right? You all are in one place, you study something. Maybe after some time, maybe after some years, you will be in different part of the world. So in that case, or in that particular time, you need your childhood friendship or maybe schoolmates, right? In that time, social media is the very, very friendly tool to gather your friends, right? Friends whom you lost. Okay, so we have some social media. I have given the URL. Most of them are very familiar to you. www.facebook.com, www.twitter.com, www.linkedin.com, www.flickr.com, instagram.com. It's big, right? There are so many things, but I have listed some of the famous social media, right? So these are the logos. First one, this is Twitter, this is Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Flickr. Okay. Then next one, video conferencing. Look, video conferencing is not a new term because you have already learned in grade 10. So in grade 10 first unit, we learned about video conferencing because video conferencing is one of the applications of ICT. So in that unit number 1 of grade 10, we discussed about the roles of ICT there. We discussed, right? So video conferencing, you know what video conferencing is, right? So it is a conversation between people over internet visually. So, okay, you have to say that it is a conversation and you must say that it is based on internet. At the same time, it's a visual communication, right? So that is video conferencing. Look, even at the moment, we are participating in a video conferencing. But unfortunately, you are not permitted to show your videos, right? But imagine if you are allowed to show your video, we can discuss something visually. Now, at the moment, I'm the only person whom you can see the video, right? But if everybody is permitted, everyone can see the other people. So on my screen, I can be able to see all of your faces. And even if I take somebody as X can see all the other people. So this makes the conversation, or this makes this conference as very effective, because seeing the people and discussing some matters will be very, very efficient. because of some reasons and because of the lack of speed of internet, you are not permitted, right? So this class is nothing. Actually, this is the video conferencing, right? So since it's the video conferencing, there is no need for any explanation because you are participating in the video conferencing. So you know everything, right? So look here, a conversation between two or more people visually over internet. Look, if you want to start a video conferencing, you have to fulfill some requirements. Everyone knows the reason is you all participate in video conferencing every day. So you know what are the requirements, right? Definitely you must have a computer. Maybe computer or some other devices. Even a smartphone is a computer, right? So laptop is a computer, a tablet is a computer. So it is good to say that it's a computer. Yes, internet must. Without internet, you cannot be connected to the other end. So internet is must. And web camera should be, because it is a video conferencing, your visual, your face must be shown to the other people. So your face must be captured in terms of video and transmitted to the other end. So webcam is must. And you know, a software to handle or to manage all these activities is must. Do you agree? Having computer, internet, web camera is not sufficient to conduct a video conferencing. You need a special software which is developed for this purpose, for making this possible. That is a communication software. You know, simply at the moment we are using a Zoom application. Imagine without this Zoom application, how can we manage the things? I share the things on the screen. Often I switch between the video between the things written on the board and things shown on the presentation. So you are not permitted to show your video. Sometimes you are not allowed to text me. So I can do so many managing activities, right? Managerial activities. It is because of the software. So we need a communication software. It may be Zoom application. It may be your Microsoft Teams. It may be Google, right? Google has a software, right? Google's Meet and Jitsi. There are many, right? You have to use at least one, then only it is possible. Okay, so this is called video conferencing. These are well-known facts, so I don't want to spend much time. Right. Then we have to start another important one. What's the time now? 42, right? We have time. Right. This may be the last heading in this particular unit. Okay, listen to me. Cloud computing. This is another important area. You know, nowadays everyone wants to have cloud services. So I have to explain what cloud computing is first. Look, so if you take the practical world in our day-to-day life, in some instances, rather than buying that service, we receive them for rental or something. We don't want to buy it. We just want to take it for rent. For example, say, look, when someone returns to Sri Lanka from abroad, he or she doesn't buy a new car because their stay is very short. Maybe for 1 month or maybe 2 months, they have to stay. So buying a new car for their traveling is useless because it's expensive, right? So they have to spend a lot of money for buying a new car. So rather than buying a new car, they can take a car for rent for 1 month or 2 months up to their stay here. And they can use it. And finally, when they return, they can hand over that car to that particular agent. And there will be a charge applied because for their usage, there is a rental to be paid. But that amount is relatively very less than the purchasing cost. Clear? That margin may be very big, right? So if they purchase, they have to give a lot of money, right? This may be the similar thing when it comes to cloud computing. Look, now think, as a computer user, I need many services from my computer, including hardware related services as well as software related services. For example, look here, I need many softwares in my computer. As we discussed in grade 10, we need multiple application software for performing tasks. Fortunately, some of the application softwares are free, right? They are open source, you can download from internet for free of charge. But sometimes those softwares may not, sometimes those softwares may not be preferred by people because they have some big names, right? Even if it is a video editing, there may be some popular names there, popular software names. If it is image editing, some popular names are there. If it is word processing, you have some names. So there may be alternatives. There may be alternative available in free and open source. But we like to use some of the popular versions or popular software. But most of the popular softwares are licensed software. You have to purchase. Okay. Now think practically. So assume I need a Photoshop software for editing a photo. Right? I need a Photoshop because I thought that the other alternative image editing softwares may not be good. So I'm keen in working with Photoshop. The problem is Photoshop is a licensed software. So I have to purchase. But look, I'm not the person who edits photos all the time. Right? I want photo maybe today, maybe sometime, maybe once in the future, or maybe twice in the future, not often. So it is not, it is not advisable to purchase Photoshop for once use or, using twice or thrice. So if you purchase, you have to pay a lot. Things, softwares like Photoshop cost a lot, right? So in this case, you can take these softwares from cloud services, which means, cloud is nothing. It's a computer located somewhere, right? It is a computer located maybe in another part of the world, and that has that particular software. Photoshop is installed in that particular computer. If you have internet, you can connect to that particular cloud computer, which means that computer and that Photoshop can be used from your computer. It doesn't mean that if Photoshop is downloaded from your computer and installed. No, Photoshop is already installed in that particular computer, which is called as cloud computer. So by connecting to that cloud computer with internet, you have the ability to access that directly. So it is installed in that cloud computer. You are at your home with the help of internet. You can use that particular Photoshop, which is installed in the cloud computer, which is maybe thousands of kilometers away. So while you're at home, maybe from your computer, you can access that and do whatever editing that you need. So now you have to there may be some cloud computing services which can be taken for free, but mostly you have to pay. But here, the amount of payment that you have to make is very less than the purchasing cost of a Photoshop. Maybe you can request that Photoshop for maybe one month, maybe 2 months. Only for that 2 months, you have to pay. This is very less than the purchasing cost. And also see, if you install the Photoshop in your computer, definitely you need a storage space. Assume you purchased. Maybe the purchasing cost is one issue. The other one, you need enough enough storage space in your hard disk. If you don't have, it is not possible. At the same time, you have to manage your, I mean, if there is a new version in the Photoshop, you have to update it. So you have more work if that software is installed in your computer. But now it is in the cloud computer. So updation, right? Everything is done by them. Even that software is installed in their hard disk. So it is up to them to decide the space, right? You don't need to worry about such things. So not only the amount, right? There are so many things need to be considered. Have you understood? So this is one idea to be taken about cloud computing. You know, cloud computing is not just having software or receiving software, but it beyond that. It is very big concept. But maybe since it is the first time you are hearing this word or you hear this word, I must give an idea about what cloud computing is, right? That's why I have taken this idea. Look, everyone knows about Google Docs. We learned in grade 10, right? Google has free software for word processing, for spreadsheet, even for presentation, right? So let me show one example. So that may be very useful to understand. Look here. Okay, I just want to visit to Google first, Google homepage. I think there's a problem because I have to sign in. Okay, doesn't matter. I have to sign in. It takes some time because I have the mobile phone little. See, look here in Google, you have docs. This is word processing. Sheets, this is spreadsheet. And slides, this is presentation, right? So if you want to do some calculation, just open the sheets. Actually, here it asked me to log in. That is the issue. Right, I cannot log in because my phone is not connected with the internet. There may be some authentication. Okay, doesn't matter. So I will show that little later, not today. So now it asks, okay, immediately it shows the spreadsheet. Okay, there must be a spreadsheet available on the screen. I just go to the Google services. The thing is, you must have an account in Google, which means Gmail, right? You must have a Gmail. So if you click on a sheet, now on your screen, spreadsheet software is open. But look, in this instance, we did not download that Google Sheet from Google server to our computer. No, it is still in the Google Cloud computer. It is installed in the Google Cloud computer. But from here, I can be able to access that. Because of the internet, I can access that. This is simply a cloud computing service. But Google Cloud Computing is for free. You don't need to pay for anybody, right? It is free of charge. But most of the cloud providers provide the service for payment, right? Not for free, but most of the, valuable services are given for a payment. For your usage, you have to pay. Okay, so okay, here also you have a notice that Google Docs there, which means word processing. So assume I don't have word processing software in my computer, MS Word, or I don't have anything. So one option is I can download LibreOffice Writer or whatever open source from the internet and use it. That is one option. But I have to install that in the computer. Then only it can work. But this option is always good because Google Docs is already installed in Google computer. That is Google Cloud Computer. I have given, or I was given the username and password, which means email address and password. With that email address and password, I can access that Google Docs. But where is that Google Docs? That is in the Google computer. I can type anything, right? Even after typing your work, you can download that file from Google Cloud Computer to your computer. That is possible, right? So this is the basic idea to be taken. So this cloud computing or computer is a centralized computer to give different services to the people using internet. So those who don't have services at own can take the services from cloud computer. I take this all important sentence again. The people who don't have the services at their own can receive these services from cloud computers. Look, when you considered or when you listen to my examples given now, you may think that this cloud computer is all about software services. No, software is one of the services. Generally, cloud computing or cloud computer provides 3 types of services. You can take 3 types of services from cloud computer. The first one, the one which I mentioned just now, what is it? Software service. We call it as software as a service. Software as a service. Okay, software as a service. This is known as SaaS, S-A-A-S. Software as a service, SaaS. Okay, the second one is called infrastructure as a service. Okay, infrastructure as a service. This is IaaS. Infrastructure as a service. The third one, platform as a service. Platform as a service. PaaS. Platform as a service. So these are the 3 types of services provided by a cloud computer: software as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service. I have shown you some example earlier that getting Photoshop from cloud computer, and also Google Docs, right, sheets, slide. They all are related to software as a service, because in those instances, we receive software from cloud computers. So that is software as a service. Not only software, you can take some other services, platform, as well as infrastructure. So I have to explain what platform is or what infrastructure is. More importantly, I have to give some examples, right? Then only you can understand. So I will explain these things later, but at least at this moment, you must have an idea about what cloud computing is, right? Okay, that's enough for today. So we can continue that later. So send me your full name, please. Okay, so maybe we need one more class to finish this unit. we need only maybe half an hour. Maybe half an hour is more than enough. But maybe in the next class, I will do this one, cloud computing, for half an hour. And maybe next half an hour, we can take some of the questions related to internet and email, right? Related to this particular unit. Okay, so that's it. See you in the next class. Thank you.